What's up, guys? So today we're gonna make a fire guitar loop that you can send out to producers, send out to get placements. So let's go. First of all, you need a computer with a DAW on it so you can record. Second of all, you need a guitar, you need an interface, and you need some plugins. Then don't forget the cable, and that's it. So starting out, what you want to have is like a good guitar tone that you can like experience with. So I just open up with Amp Simulator. I'm just like putting the input 2 here, then opening up an Amp Simulator, and then when you open that up, just choose like a natural tone. So if you're like going for rock loops, I would actually rather start with a more distorted tone, and if you're going for clean loops, just go with a clean tone. I'm just gonna go with a clean tone because I'm not doing rock loops, so let's just choose a clean tone. So for clean tones, you actually want to use single coils and not the humbuckers, because the humbuckers are more for rock loops. So humbuckers are just like, they have less detail and they are most of the times a bit more louder, and like that's good for rock, but for like clean shit you always want them single coils here. What we need to do when we start out with a guitar loop, we need some chords first. When you got like a chord progression like that, you're just gonna record that. So when we have that recorded, we just take the recording and time wrap it. So when you time wrap it and shit like that, it should sound in time and it should loop right. For effects, I use Amp Simulators because they got all the effects in them. But you can like add some chorus and shit and reverb if you don't have Amp Simulators. Some Amp Simulators I use are Guitaric, Archetype Tom Henson. I just pull up Archetype Tom Henson and I'm just gonna search for some tones that I can use. So we got this sound now. For top lines, I always use a pick so they sound clean. You can use your fingers, but for me I always use a pick. So basically I found this melody. So I just hummed something for like, I just started out with that note like, then I've had this melody first. And like, and I came up with something like this, and I played this, but at the end I chose, I then played this, but I didn't like that note, didn't sound right to me, so I left that note and just chose these two notes. And now we're just gonna record the melody. So we're gonna time correct that as well. So what I noticed after time wrapping it and listening to it, the first melody we need to do some EQing because that slab there, that has a lot of low end in it, and we want to remove that. So now we're choosing effects for the melody. So I like this preset a lot, but I noticed some things that I don't like about it, and I'm gonna change that. So first thing I don't like is the long decay. So we're gonna fix that. So you're gonna click on here and just gonna turn the decay a bit down. Second thing I don't like is the compressor, because I played with a lot of dynamics. So I'm just gonna turn the level on the compressor down. So we've done that now, and we're just gonna like mix it a bit. So I used a multi-band compressor because certain frequencies like needed to be compressed and normal compressor didn't like work. And then I just added this vintage chorus here. This is the default preset, just to give it a little bit of like width and shit like that. So I found this little melody here that goes like. So I found this cool preset for the background melody, and I just wanted to like remove the delay there because I didn't like that, and I just removed some low end, as you can see. The camera cut off for a second, but what we did to the background melody was like I said, I turned the delay off and I just removed the low end. And that's the thing, that's everything I did. And now we're just gonna add a bass. I tried some basses or some synth basses, but I think this beat actually needs like a normal bass. That's why I got this bass guitar. I'm just gonna play a bass line over it. So we're just gonna arrange the loop now. So that's the full loop, and we're just gonna export it. So for exporting, I always export in WAV or MP3. I use WAV when I'm doing loop kits or just sending out exclusives, and I do MP3 when I'm just sending out loops over Discord. For this, we're just gonna use WAV because I probably link that down in the description so y'all can download that, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just gonna export it right now, and that's it. So that was my part of making the loop. Now it's Mavah's part of killing the loop. Good luck, Mavah. I know you're gonna kill this shit. So let's go.
Yo Auntie, thanks for the loop, bro. I'm now gonna work on it and I'm gonna make this into a banger. Let's go. First, what we're gonna do is just get the loop into FL Studio, get it into the right BPM, and just start off by cutting the loop into pieces. Once I got that done, I just check if it's an MP3, if it's an MD, I just cut these all down. Yes sir. And then I usually start arranging. So I'll just arrange until like the bridge, and then I got like the vibe down and like maybe pitch it down or maybe speed it up. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna make this bass guitar into a second mixer track, just because I want to EQ the melody a bit and like make some adjustments. I don't cut out the whole bass, you feel me? Then I usually put soft clipper on the master, and then I usually start with the drums. Sometimes I like down pitch it or like up pitch it, but I think this is quite good. I'll try some definitely. Yeah. Alright, I'm feeling this F minor, so that's what I'm going for. I can hear like fast hi-hats. Not too much going on, just simple drum. I'm gonna do simple drums. I feel like the melody already has enough to it that the drums doesn't need to be complicated, because otherwise there is not much room left for the artist. So I'm just gonna keep it simple. Then I usually get like some perks in, some open hats, like to get the bounce going, you feel me? Not like, I don't want to make it too simple, but also not too complicated, you feel me? Like, you gotta find a balance, you feel me? So. Fuck. Man. Then for the mixing, I do like leveling. So like for the highs, I get them around -12, -15. Clap, I usually get around -3, and the rest is like just feeling like you can hear it, like basically. Like, you'll hear it. I'm gonna add like some more sauce, some more Mavah sauce. So what I do is I get the same hi-hat, I clone it, I pitch it down one whole thing. I like put the pan up, and then I like, you get the nice rhythm, maybe for the pre-chorus or something, or the second part of the hook. Then add some reverb to it. Then I just add the kick, and I just go with the flow basically. So I just add the like I add a nice kick. Like, usually I do the 808 first, but I just want to get the drums down so the bounce is there, you feel me? I just get a simple spins 808, and from there I see like, oh, do I want like a more distorted 808 or like a shorter 808? So it just depends on the vibe. It's all about the fucking vibe, bro, I swear. So I want to like a hard kick with like a softer bass, like a longer, softer bass. So I'm just gonna go with a hard kick with like a punchy kick with a softer bass. So like, I'm gonna pick this one. Maybe this one, maybe this one. Always tune your 808s to the key, like the bass of the melody. I put like loops on Looperman, and I like listen to the beats they make, and a lot of them are like, the 808s are off key, bro. Like, don't get your 808s off key. Like, there are no rules in music. Like, sometimes it sounds good, but bro, most of the time, nah, bro. I mostly do this by ear, but when I'm not sure, I usually put it in Edison and just pitch the regions. And I can just literally see what key is playing the guitar. So there's a C, D, C, D, E, C, D, E, and then C, D, E, G. So it's like, I pitch it one up, so it's all one up. So you know what I mean? And then like one up, so it's like this. Like the 808, I'm gonna make it like fade out a bit. I feel like it's a little bit too long, and then I'm gonna like make this a square so it cuts off wherever I want to. So I wanted to cut off right after the gonna add some variation on the second part because I don't want to be too repetitive. Yes, bro, this beat already sounding hard as fuck. So, What I do then is just put the kick and the 808 to like put a mono, so it's like they play like right in the middle, and then the melody can play in both ears. 808 should be around -3 depending on what 808 sample you're using, and the kick just has to hit hard as fuck, depending on what you're going for, of course. But I just like my kicks hard as fuck. And then with the open hands, they sound even better. So like what I do now is just play the whole thing, then feel like if I had to add like another thing or something like that, and then I'm just gonna add the last Mavah Sauce, and then I'm gonna arrange the beat, and then it's basically done. Yeah, so that beat's sounding fire as fuck. I love the 808 that I used. And then for the final thing, I'm gonna like show you this, but like, bro, this is like optional, but I always do this to make the beat sound more clear, and like at the final, like, this is my sauce, what I use. I got it from OG. I met online in my beginning earnings of my producing career, and he's from Norway. Shout out OG. I got it from him, and then I tweaked it like how I liked it. So I boosted 125 hertz, which is the main 808, and then I boost the lows a little bit, and then to make the lows a little bit more standard, I lower the mids a little bit, lower these, and then put these a little bit up, and then the highs I boost more, and then you can notice a difference. Yes, and now I'm gonna arrange the whole thing and finish it. And then at the end of the hook, the last hook, I like to add like an extra layer, not particularly, but so the nice counter melody, and I just pitch it up like one whole. So that was like how I would make the beat if I only had a loop. I kind of want to show you what I would do if there weren't a lot of counter melodies, because with a lot of counter melodies I don't have to do a lot. But let's say I only had like the bass melody and like I don't know, this melody for instance. I would get the melody, I would pitch it up and then pan it to the right or left, and then add effects to it to make it more full, if you know what I mean. So you can do a lot with these melodies. I just showed you like the basic stuff, just put drums on it and just make it hard as fuck. But there are a lot of options. You have to just feel what feels right, you know. This melody was in particular like kind of easy to make something on, because it already had like nice counter melodies, and I could just place the sample however I want to. But if you don't have that, you can always play with the pitch, play with effects, play with the panning. Like, you can make a whole sample out of one sample, if you feel me. But I just kept it simple for now, and maybe in the future I'll show you how I would complicate a sample more. Yeah, this is how I made the beat. I'm gonna play the beat now. Yeah, thanks Empty for having me on the channel, and yeah, here's the beat.